Hello, welcome back. In this next part, I'm going to cover something called Business Manager. Now, a lot of people don't know about this, and you really won't need to use this unless you are going to have multiple people managing your page, or different people using your page, or if you're going to have an agency help you with your page or let someone else run ads for your page, then you'll use the Business Manager. If you're going to be doing this 100% by yourself and alone, then you can skip this section about the Business Manager. So when you come into the Business Manager, you are going to see a screen. If you have not set up any business yet, you'll see a screen that looks like this. And then you can just scroll down to get started and click here, and then it'll take you through how to get one set up. Now, since I already have more than one set up, so I'm not going to walk you through that, and it's very easy. After you do that, then you'll have your different businesses that you're managing and working on. And actually, I'll go ahead and show you it. Now, on this one, I haven't spent any money, but if I had, the amount of money I spent would be shown here, and you can have it either show it by week or by month, and then you can select here and then select which month, and then here you can get you can compare it 2 different times to each other, so you can see how you did for the money spent and number of impressions that you got. And then if you scroll down here, you will see the page that when you first set this up, you had to choose a page that was going to be the Business Manager page, the main one, and you'll see that here. This will just show you the overview, and up here you can click on Settings, and then this is where all the information, and this is where you're going to see and change and do everything, is in the Settings tab. So the first thing that we'll look at is the people. And what this means is who can work on the different pages that you have added. And we'll do that next. These are the pages that you've added. And also who can use the different ad accounts that you've added. So if you are running accounts using more than one credit card, you will use different ad accounts. And if you're just using one credit card, you'll still use that ad account here. And then when you add people, you can say if you want them to have access to the ad account or not. And you can also designate different levels. So here's an example. When you add a new person, you'll enter their email, and you can enter their email that they use to sign up for Facebook or their business email, and then you can select if they're admin or employee. And then I'm not going to add one, you just click add people, and then they will receive an email notifying them that they've been invited to join this business page. And if they click accept, then their name will appear here, and you'll see pages that they've been assigned to and ad accounts that they've been assigned to. And you can remove people from here as well, just as easily as you added them. So if you add someone and then you later want to remove them, you can do that here. So that is the People tab in the settings bar. Next one is Pages. Now this is where you're going to add the different pages that you're going to be managing with this account. And you can see here I've added just a bunch of different ones that I have created and done over the past. These are all personal pages, not ones for clients. And you can remove a page here. If you want to add a new page, you click Add a New Page, and then you'll either request access to the page or claim a page for My Business Manager. You can only do this if you own the page. If you're just working on someone else's page, then you have to request access to the page. Then you click next, and then you type the URL, the Facebook page URL that you want to request access to, and you click request access, and that person will get a notification saying that you would like to receive access to the page. And if they agree, then they add you, and then you can work on the page. And how you add a person to work on this page is, first you would have had to have added a person here. And then after you've added a person there, then in your pages, you can assign who works on what pages. So if you want one person to work on this page, but another person to work on this page, then you can go ahead and assign which people work on which pages here in the pages section. So that is a pages section on how to add a new page and how to add a person to help manage a page. And you can see here the different roles for people that you can assign. You can assign page admin, page editor, page moderator, page advertiser, and page analyst. And those are all exactly what they sound like. Okay, next we get on to ad accounts. And here is where you can add your different advertising accounts. And if you've already been advertising with an ad account on Facebook, you can claim it here, and then you'll be able to use it inside the Business Manager. Or you can request access to another business's ad account if you're going to be working for another business. Or if you want to create a new one, then you just create a new ad account there, and then you click next and go through the process. It's very easy to set up. And then you can have multiple ones here. And if someone else is giving you access to theirs, like if you're managing a page, then you will see it here and you'll see all the information for it. And if you want to deactivate account, then the deactivate button is right here. If you want to let an agency use the account for advertising, then you'll click assign agency here, and the agency will give you their business ID number from Facebook, and I'll show you later how to find that. And then after they add the agency ID there, or you add their agency ID there, and then you click next, and then they will receive a request saying that you want to add their agency to your ad account. And then here you can say what people's position on the ad account are. So if you don't want someone to be able to spend money, but you want them to be able to analyze everything, then of course you'd set them as analyst. And again, these rules are all self-explanatory. And you can always click learn about the rules here to see the exact things what each one entails. Next, we go to apps. And if you have any apps, you can add them here. And again, the process is very simple. You just put your app ID. And if you don't have any apps right now, then don't worry about it. Most of you won't have any apps that you own that you're going to be adding to it. But if you're a developer and you have apps, then you can add an app here. So the next one is product catalogs, and you can request access to one that already exists. If there's a business that has a catalog that you want to work on it for them, then you can click that one, or you can create a new catalog, and then you just enter the name. I'll call this one shoes. Okay, now you have your catalog created, and then you can add your product feed here. And the product feed, you can give it a name, and then you'll add your feed URL there. If you don't know about your feed, then you won't worry about this. You can upload a file manually here. For the files, they can take CVS or TXT. Payment methods is just that, how you're going to pay for the ads. And you can add the different type of credit cards, I'm sure you know how to pay for things online. I don't think I have to walk you through that. Now, projects, this is where you can create a project and then assign different people to the project. So I'm going to do an example here. And then you can add different pages to the project. So for this one, I'm going to do this one, do 2 related to Minecraft. And then you can click the add account that you would be like to associated with the project. And I won't associate add account. And now you see the project here. And then you can assign assets like different pages or ad accounts or product catalogs. And that's how you create a project. Next we come to agencies, and how you add an agency is you come to info here. This is your business manager ID. Now, if you're going to be working on someone else's page and you want them to give them access to their page, then what you'll do is you'll copy this number and then you'll give it to them. And then you'll tell them to come over to pages, and on their primary business page, you can assign an agency here, and you just paste that number. You won't paste your own number, obviously, into your own page like I'm doing right here. This is just to show you what they're going to do on their page when they want to give you access. To give you access, they put your agency number here and then click next. It will let you manage their page on your business manager. And then you can also, if you want to create an ad and run an ad for them, create an ad either using the Power Editor or the Ads Creator, which I will cover in the ads section. But you'll be able to run ads for them as well once they give you access to the page through assigning an agency. So what shared logins is before, if you are using shared logins or gray accounts on Facebook, then you can easily transfer them over to the business manager just by clicking here, and then you add the email and password of the shared login and add shared login, and then you'll be able to use it the same as when you were using the shared login. Okay, so what request is if you have received any request from an agency or from a company that you are doing things for, then you will see it here and you can accept or deny it. And your info, this is your business manager ID. This will say your primary page. And if you want to permanently delete this, then you can do it here. Like if you decide you want to start over with everything new. And that is it for the main settings and the main things for the business manager. And you will see a little bit more about this later when we go into making advertisements, because you'll see where you can create ads from inside of here. So Facebook has recently updated the business manager. And so they have added a lot of very helpful and useful functions, and I'm going to show those to you now. Okay, so now they've added a little advertiser support thing, and that might be because they've gotten a very bad rap for having terrible customer support. Their response times were horrible. It was very, very difficult to get any kind of good answer to any question. And you can search on the internet and find all sorts of people complaining about Facebook customer support. So hopefully they're going to make a little bit of an effort to improve it. But even when you go to advertiser support, if you have any question or anything, you have to send them an email, and they promise to respond within 24 hours. So we're going to see if it's any better now. I hope it is. And some other things that you can do now. Now you can switch between your different accounts here, which is nice because before, if you wanted to switch accounts, you could not. Or you could, but you had to go back into Facebook and then open the Business Manager again and then select which account you used. And now here you have options on the side that weren't in the other version. So now you have the different settings as before, the people, pages, add accounts, and all of these are exactly the same as when I showed you in the other videos, but now they're just all conveniently located in one spot. And you have the Ads Manager and Power Editor here. Ads Manager has also been updated, and I'll show you that. And now if you want to add a person or a page or an ad account or anything, it's here, easy to find. And if you want to claim a page or claim an ad account or claim an app, then you do it here. And to request access, you do it here. So you can see it is quite handy, and they've added some more insights up here as well. And so let's go over to the new Ads Manager. And now you can see here in the Ads Manager, now we have a different setup. So now you have all your ads here, and up here you'll have tools. And this is where you can look at your audiences or do the audience insights. And App Ads Helper, this is if you have apps and want to run ads on them and need help, then you can use this one. And your pixels will be here, and your pages and advertiser support again. You know, another interesting thing that we have is the columns, and you can switch it between these different ones, delivery engagement, video engagement, or you can customize them. And here as well, you will choose what is going to show up. So this is also very handy, so you can customize how you see things at a glance when you go onto your page. And you can export here. And to check out your reports and manage your reports, you can come here. And then you'll see the different reports that you have scheduled. And if you would like to save a new report, then you can do that there. Here we see we have the different filters that you can add. And you can select the dates here. And if you would like to create your own filter, you just go to Filters, Create New Filter, and then you can select how you filter. So you can say campaign name, contains or does not contain, and then enter what you want to filter out. Then if you want to add another filter, then you can do that. Delivery is approved, inactive, not delivering, completed. So can see you can filter if you want to see which ads are deleted or scheduled or not approved, then you can easily filter them all out there. And if you decide you want to clear the filters, just go ahead and click there, clear. And if you would like to create a report, like before I showed you how to create a report and you had the option on the side for creating a report, now you'll have to go to the Power Editor. And then in the Power Editor, you can come here and go to Reporting. And now here you can create all your reports just like before. And for the moment, if you want to switch back, you can always click here to switch back, or you can go to your account settings, enter your password, and then one of the options will be to change the view. So after you enter your password, then you'll be here, and then you can turn off the new version of Ads Manager. And then you can turn it back on if you want later. So that is the new Business Manager. It's pretty cool and pretty easy to use, and I'll see you soon.